Alright, hello everyone, it's AKWBlaze91 here once again, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video. And this is an unboxing video on a device that I had my eyes on for quite some time, and I recently got it and I've been wanting to do an unboxing video and I've waited for the right time to do it. And here it is. I'm going to put it on the screen now. What I've got here is a little device here, which is shown in a second-hand box from Game, and this is on the PlayStation Vita, and I've got the slim model. Yep, I've got the PS Vita, and this is the slim model, the 2000 model. And I got this thing second hand a couple of weeks back, 2 weeks back, and I've waited for the right time to do something like this. So I wanted a PS Vita for quite some time. I've been interested in getting one, and I got my hands on one. So here it is. I got nothing. Well, there's nothing much to say about the box. This came in a second-hand box, obviously shown in Game. Shown in trade-in, shown in the icons for trade-in, pre-owned, get the reward, and marketplace. 12-month guarantee, because I got a 12-month guarantee in case there's something wrong with the device, like when I boot the device up and such. So kind of standard box, it's kind of standard second-hand box, and yeah, same with the back. It's pretty much the same on the back, and on the sides there's nothing aside from just PS Vita C grade. Yeah, PS Vita Slim C grade right there. So there's not much to say about the box. It's pure standard if you're getting a device second hand. I didn't get this probably boxed, brand new or something. This is an old system. So we're just going to go straight to opening it. Wow, quite a standard look in here. Alright, you got the device itself in here, which is in one of these huge, sleeve device, which is one of these little sleeve cases. Cool. And I also get a USB charger, a USB cable, which I can charge the system to on my PC. I am hoping to get a plug for it, so I can use it on my plugs. So I can use it in this plug socket. But otherwise, looks pretty neat. Can do that. Yep. The elastic rubber band. Be nice to keep hold of. As well as the receipt in case there's something goes wrong with it. And it's I'm just having a look at my cable off screen. So yeah, it's quite a nice long cable. Pretty cool. I got the nice long cable. Got a very nice long cable, and here is the PS Vita itself. Turn it around. Lovely. And it's got a nice. And the person who got it last has got a nice looking wrist strap on it. Right, that's pretty cool. And here's the device. It's got the looks of a system. It's a slightly bigger variant of the PlayStation Portable, doesn't it? It's got my PSP in here. To the side, I got a PSP 2000. And we can have a little size comparison. Quite wider. Slightly wider than the PSP I got. You're not going to be able to see it very well, but it is slightly wider than the PSP, and it's certainly quite taller than the PSP. My current PSP model. My PSP model is a 2000 as well, which is like one of the more current, which is like the more updated variant of the PSP. This is this PS Vita is like the current, the last build of the PS Vita. And there's a slight difference between this and the regular versions of the PS Vita is this one actually comes with 1 gigabyte built-in memory, which is pretty neat. I'll show you some of that, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. But anyway, let's turn to the device itself. It's got a nice looking D-pad, pretty cool. Left analog stick, right analog stick. I had a bit of a problem with the right analog stick, but I fixed it myself. There was some dust or some dirt that got into the analog sticks from the person who had it last. I eventually figured out how to get it out. I just used some cloth to get it out, and I've since been testing it and it's been working fine. You've got your standard 4 buttons: start, select, as well as your left trigger and right trigger. All feel pretty nice. Really like how the buttons feel. It's pretty cool. Alright, that's cool. On the top here we got a button to turn the device on. A device which you can, if we can get closer view, allows you to pop in your PS Vita game on here. And over here the volume controls. That to turn the volume down, that to turn the volume up, which is neat. And on the bottom we got a slot there for when you want to put the charge cable in it. There. This where you can put your headphone slot in, and this is a slot where I can open it. It's where you can put in your memory card inside. Either like a 4 gigabyte one, an 8 gigabyte one, a 16 gigabyte one, a 32 gigabyte one, or a 64 gigabyte one, which are insanely expensive. So cool. And on the back you can see the PlayStation logo, and over here is the over here. Excuse the dirt on this thing. I have to excuse the dirt on this. I have to clean it now. This over here is the touchpad as well, where you touch it around and it does certain things, which is pretty cool. If you touch it around, it does things. And down there is the camera, which is used for like your augmented reality sort of games. I don't have any games on me that utilize what is it, this augmented reality thing, but it's like you see this you see the game on the screen obvious, but then you see the environment on the camera or something. And I'm an expert on this augmented reality stuff. But it's kind of similar to like the Nintendo 3DS's AR games functionality, the AR games, which was pretty cool. So, looks pretty neat itself. I can see my reflection. It's pretty neat. And here is the touch screen. There's the screen itself, which is actually also a touch screen, very similar to the Nintendo 3DS. where you can touch certain icons on the screen or touch things, whatever. It's very self-explanatory stuff, so it's pretty neat. Alright, so we're going to turn the device on. You need to hold it down the button, and eventually, there it is, the PlayStation logo comes up. I'm just going to hold it up so you can see it. So there it is, the PlayStation Vita is booted up. So you just slide that down to open it. I'll turn the volume up a bit. There you go. It's as far as I'll allow it. It's as up as the device will allow it. So here we go. Every time you get here, you see this menu that's up. And you can pop in and you can select from the different icons. Welcome pack, PS4 store, browser, trophies, friends, messages, party, PS4 link. I'll show you that off. Parental controls. I'm not going to bother showing that off. But it's very self-explanatory. You can set how long your children should play for. Videos, music, photos, email, calendar, content manager. We just basically set what data's on your memory card and whatnot. Near PS3 Remote play and settings. And down here is the games I have currently installed. Now every time you do boot up the PlayStation Vita for the first time, complete the registry, you get this game you can play. You get this welcome pack thing. Which is pretty neat. So, I'm just thinking about what to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and show off some welcome pack. Oh yeah, I gotta let you guys know. Got circle for accepting and cross for cancelling. I forgot to switch the controls around, but that's okay. So every time you start the PS Vita app for the first time, you get this, introducing you to the PlayStation Vita system, and you get a couple of games you can play. I'll just go ahead and show just a few. Like this one, you get this Digit-Chase, which is just touchscreen controls. And it's basically you just touch a couple of icons. I mean, it's a self-explanatory mini game. It's a little self-explanatory game. Really shows the touch capabilities of the system. I like it. It's really neat, the touch screen. Not doing very good, but that's okay. Yeah, I already beat the record. Get trophies for like being a record as well. I'll show the trophies off in a moment. And I'll show off the skate access. Now this one requires you to tilt.
Ready, go.
Yeah, so I'll play a bit of that. So tilt to go forward. Tilt have to go forward. It's a very easy game. Just avoid the obstacle. Just avoid the ball that's coming toward you. Collect the stars. Kind of difficult to show this on the camera and play, but it's fine. Pretty fun. Tilting. Shows how well it does motion and how it handles the axis motions. Alright, that's fine. Alright, and I beat the high score as well. So that's how what you do. So if you want to quit a game, you just press the home button, and you can just flick that. If you can just flick that down like a page, or just hold down circle, which in my case it's X. Yeah, I'll show you how to set the control settings. Settings, you can just change the settings. Like sound, you can change the sound as well. System music, the brightness and whatnot. Theme and backgrounds. I'm just leaving everything at the default. Accessibility is interesting because you can change the arrangements if you want, which is cool. I like it that way. We'll show photos just quickly. There you go, it's getting a nice looking shot on my bed. I think the quality on this actually looks far better than how it looks recording on my 3D using my 3DS camera. Have to test it one day using this. But oh well, looks pretty good. Take a photograph of it. Oh, wrong button. There you go. So you can look at it if you want. I'm just going to delete it. Or make videos if you want. I'm not going to do that. So that's cool. Music, videos. If you got musical videos, you can watch them. It's pretty cool. Calendar, if you got something planned. Yep. Again, very self-explanatory. So we can check the PlayStation Network store out. See all the latest games that are coming out. We'll just have a little quick browse. See what's available. PlayStation Plus subscription. Yep, I got a PlayStation Plus subscription. You can check out PlayStation Vita games that are currently out, indie games, add-ons, in other words DLC, free demos which allow you to try the games out, which only allow you to play one level, as well as that, PSP games as well. So we'll just have a quick browse. Which is nice. For the originals to ports, remakes and whatnot. It's very self-explanatory stuff. Brilliant. Really brilliant stuff. So good. Alright, so let's check the PSP games out. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Tekken 6, Higher Judgment, Red Star, Tom Clancy, Tomb Raider, Undead Knights, Valkyria Chronicles. They really brought a lot of PSP ports here. And the thing is, with the PSP games, you can't play physical PSP games on here, the physical hard copies. Instead you gotta download them instead. It's kind of a little bit of a nuisance, which is sad. The Persona games, those are brilliant, especially Persona 3. That's really amazing. Persona 4 and 5 are amazing though, they're the best. Let's see if we got this one. Darkstar, yep. Let's have a look at Darkstar. Must have games for less. The Scare as well, that's awesome. Yep. As well as PSP add-ons as well, if you want the add-ons as well. Which is cool. PS1 Classics, these are just essentially rehashes of PS1 games. This is basically all just the PS1 games. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I can't wait to get that on the PS4. Yep, there's a PlayStation 4 release of it coming on the PS4. Castlevania Requiem, which will include this, and alongside Rondo of Blood as well. Can't wait for that to come. Crash Bandicoot games, yep. Always amazing. Gex, oh Gex is a funny game. Grandia, love Grandia. I need to play for that one eventually. Guilty Gear, yep, that's awesome. Judge Dredd, oh that was a piece of crap. The Klonoa. And so forth. Minis, I'm just assuming they're are they other kinds of games? I'm just really not 100% sure. Pretty good. They also got like a couple of free apps you can download as well. Look at trailers as well if you want to have a look at all the latest trailers from games as well. If you're inclined to have a look at a few, that's good. That's cool. So yeah, very good channel to have a look at. You also got internet browser as well. Yep. Messages and party chats. Yep, and link up with friends. Yep. Now let's have a look. Now let's bring up the trophy list. Now, whenever you play a game on the PS Vita, the trophies you see pop up on here. Like I got a couple of games that I popped into this device, and about a couple of games appeared on here. Yep, that's cool. As well as that, games that are currently on my PlayStation Network account. You can check up on there what trophies you have on your PlayStation 3, your PlayStation Vita, or your PlayStation 4. Yep. So you can check out Welcome Pack, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2017 version, Tales of Systeria, PS4 version, a kind of half-free Love Max, a game I recently bought, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. Yeah, this is what I recently went through. You can see the videos of my whole playthrough of that on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen that yet. I've got the Platinum Trophy on that. That makes it making it my 16th Platinum Trophy. Tales of Hota, My Name is Mayo, I mentioned Neptunia Rebirth 1, Wonder Corp, Space Hook, Puzzle Kings, Draw Slasher, Squares, Sparkle 2. Yep, all sorts of games that I've recently been playing and getting all the trophies on. All appear here. So really good stuff. If you want to keep going with trophies, so that's good. I've got 16 of the Platinum trophies so far, and I've got so far like over 2,100 trophies so far. So it may seem like a lot, but it's actually very small compared to like people who've got like 10,000 trophies. But I'm still building up on my trophies because I'm still buying PS3, PS4, and PS Vita games that feature trophies, so I can start unlocking them all. Alright, so we're gonna start looking at some games then. Some real PS Vita games. So let's turn to this side here. Here they are. I have currently 6 PlayStation Vita games so far in physical form, and each of the PS Vita games look like this. Don't know if you can see it. Right, here's what a PS Vita game looks like. It comes in like one of these purple boxes, and they're foldable, and the cartridge looks like this. Yep. Very neat. Very neat stuff, the cartridge. They look way smaller than the Nintendo 3DS cartridge. Very thin as well. Yeah, they're incredibly thin. There's no way you'd want to get this to a child. You have no idea what they could do with it. Swallow it and choke themselves. Now, to get this thing in, you need to move this little thing up here. It's a pain in the ass to open. But here we go, it's open. Now you just slot it with this facing here. And it's in here now. So here we go, we got a game inside. I wouldn't mind showing this one off. A kind of half-free Love Max. This is one of the games I recently picked up for the PS3. So why not? Right, so we're just loading it up. Yeah, this America. Arc System Works, the same guys published, developed Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. Really good stuff they are. Yep, you can see it's running fine. Yeah, we'll just skip the video. So we'll just get on. We'll get on to some gameplay. But first, I just want to tweak the difficulty at least as low as it will go. And I'm going to start just a simple versus mode here. And I'll just pick out the character I'm going to be playing, and I'm just going to select a simple character I want to play it as, and I'll just show how the buttons feel in my hands. This is the character I'm going to go through the game as. And who should we fight? You know what? Why not this one? Because she's got animals on her side. Yeah, shut up. Whoever girl speaking Japanese. Yeah, you've got to pick out an Okana as well. Let's pick the arena. Not much of them are truly too interesting. Yeah, school grounds, why not? School square. I am going to let you know I'm not truly efficient at fighting games. I'm still learning how to play fighting games. So go easy. I'll turn this down a little bit so I can have my words in on this. Whoa. Whoa, who was that? Not bad, the buttons do feel pretty nice in my hands. Performing special moves in this D-pad is really good, as you would expect from a PlayStation device. Oh, ooh, you lucky little. Right, get out of here. Yeah, very neat, the device. The buttons feel clicky and responsive. I do like the buttons and how clicky it is. It's not as loud as the PSP buttons. Because I remember the PSP buttons, the buttons were all clicky and very loud. But this one is just, they're more natural and you don't hear like buttons going on like that unless you were hitting them very, very hard. Yeah, go another opponent. Yeah, go again. Why not? Who else? Probably her. Probably her. Because why are you cold heart anyway? Maybe I'd understand if I play for the story. Let's change arena. Building, yeah. Only thing is with these handheld devices, trying to think now, what's with these handheld devices? Yeah, it can feel a little bit cramped on the hands, but they're like these little grip controller things that you can get. I might look into getting one of these grip devices, grip things. but still, the buttons do feel. But still, it can still be comfortable to play if you're in the right spot. I know I'm making this look easy, but I'm only showing how it feels on the control pad, how it feels, the controls feel. Now I know nicely it feels on the on the pad like this. It's pretty neat. I like it. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, whatever you say, Missy. Now you can delete games if you don't feel like playing them, like so. You can bring up what's called. You press triangle to bring what's up called organized mode. You can move the icons about, or if you feel it, or if you just want to delete it, like delete that if you want. It's very handy. Alright, so let's change it up and show you some of my other games I've got. I've got, aside from my kind of free Love Max, which is a good fighting game, not the best mind. It's still a pretty good one. I've also got I've also got Hyper Devotion Noir, which is one of my more recent PSP Vita games I recently picked up. Killzone Mercenary, which is a pretty good FPS. Persona 4 Golden. This is pretty much one of the most essential purchases if you get a PS Vita. If you like RPGs and you get a PlayStation Vita, this is pretty much the go-to PlayStation Vita game. Fantastic remake of Persona 4. One of the greatest PS2 RPG games. Super Dimension Neptune versus Sega Girls. Again, this is one of my more recent PS Vita games I've picked up. One of the games I did do a video of. In fact, I'll put this one on because I do want to show perhaps show off this one in gameplay, because I did promise I would do some videos on it, but I just never got around to doing them. Why? Because of all the other projects I've been doing. Don't ask. I'm not going to download any of the DLC. I'm just gonna show this one off just for the fun of it. Yep, pretty neat. And it looks pretty good on my screen, on the PS Vita screen. I've been most curious about these Hyperdimension Neptunia games because I have gotten the other Neptunia, because I have got a few of them. Yeah, the original game for the PS3, I did Cyberdimension Neptunia on the PS4, like 1 or 2 months back. No, it was 3 months ago, I think that was. Yeah, because I've been itching to do that one. And Mega Dimension Neptunia V2. And like I said, I also got Hyper Devotion Noir as well. This is a series of games I'm most curious about. After seeing my friend Thomas, seeing a video on Thomas Bybee's old channel when he talked about the Hyperdimension Neptunia franchise, and I was kind of intrigued to have a look at it, to look into it. And all I can say is, yeah, I would like to thank Thomas Bybee for introducing me to this series, because I quite like the concept of Hyperdimension Neptunia. All these different characters personify the real-life gaming consoles. I like that idea. Always like that transformation scene. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Hyperdimension Neptunia games. Yep, and I just think I heard Neptune's voice from it. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Alright, good stuff. These things are... You're a nuisance, you are. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, so I'm just going to delete this. And I'll put on some Tales of Hearts R, because that's a game I'm playing, but I'm just, well, it's a game I'm just only playing in bursts. But I'm not going to start a full run of the game yet. Mainly just because, like, mainly just because I want to do Tales of Innocence first. I won't do videos on each and on the new Tales games yet, because I want some time to play through the games and then see if I can handle them on my own on screen. I do better with games when I'm not recording, because if I do record a game, I want to make sure I'm playing professionally, or at least I mean, I wouldn't mind playing blindly for one game, but I shouldn't do it with like every single game. So yeah, here it is, Tales of Hearts R. Remake of Tales of Hearts. This was pretty much the game that got me to get a PS TV. Because like any Tales game that comes on a PlayStation system, yeah, I'm more or less gonna get myself a new PlayStation just to get my hands on it. Tales is more or less a franchise where no matter how many game series is gonna get, I'm gonna sacrifice a lot of my money just to get my hand. I'm gonna do whatever it takes just to get my hands on it. And here it is, my copy. I got my copy with special DLC for it, and it's on my PlayStation TV console. The DLC, and I downloaded the DLC for the game from the code, and it's just a code that gives you the costumes for Beryl, the guy in the glasses, I can't remember his name, and Innes. And they reference what is it, Beryl, what is it, Patty, Rapide, and Judith from Tales of Vesperia. Speaking of which, that is the Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, which I can't wait for. I really can't wait for Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. I'm extremely excited for that one. That's coming out in the new year. That gives me all the time in the world to have a look at these ones. Now this is where I do the accessibility option, where I play like the Japanese play the games. So I'm just going to bring the menu up, and I'm going to do something clever. Go to I'm going to go to settings. Where is it? There it is. Right, and I'm going to enable the custom buttons so that I can have circle for accepting and X for backwards. This is how I play my Japanese role-playing games, especially the older Nintendo ones. Yeah, I know, I killed them all in one hit, and that's because... Don't know if you can see it very well, but I'm level 24. I've been over leveling like crazy on here. And this is one if I'm just playing, if I'm just bored and just want to pop it in for like a few minutes. If I've got nothing else better to do, or if I've got just like a few minutes to kill. If I just got a few more minutes to kill if I want to, before I go to bed or something. Alright, so I'm showing off like the main buttons. Again, very nice and responsive. Well cared for. I'll just say very quickly. Alright, so that's that. Tales of Heartsart. Now we're going to play a first-person shooter. Killzone Mercenary. Alright, so let's pop Killzone Mercenary in. And then afterwards I wouldn't mind showing off some remote play on the PS4, which would be good. Alright, let's see a full-fledged first-person shooter on the Vita. Killzone Mercenary. Here it is. See, here's the game. It's awesome. Don't connect. I'm not gonna connect the game. This is just only for a few minutes. That's good. Let's use the touchscreen to start playing. Continue. Campaign. Recruit. There's going to be quite a bit of story to go through, so we'll skip it. Alright, here we are. We're almost into gameplay here. We just need to watch a little cutscene here, and here we go. Here we go, we're in gameplay here. Now let's show off the right analog stick. Which is very good. Yeah, shut up there. I'm just testing things out. Now, when I booted up the PS Vita for the first time, I had some problems with the right analog stick. It would start ghosting off for some reason. Something like this. It would do something like this by itself. But there are like numerous fixes that you can do online to try and resolve that. There are like numerous ways you can solve all of this by fixing the database. And what that does is it formats and removes like some of the faltering with some of the apps or something, and it fixes gameplay exponentially. Another thing you can do is like clean the innards of the right analog stick without disassembling the system, and that's exactly what I did, and it works just fine. As you can see, it just works brilliantly.
I hear movement on the other side.
Right, melee.
As always, man. Slice the hig bastard good.
Right, into combat here. I'm gonna be doing the headshots too well because I'm filming. Because when you're filming and playing a game like this, yeah, you're not focusing too well. Oh my god, double kill. Nice.
Should cost money, right?
Yeah.
Over here. You gotta get up there to make the jump.
Yep, so that's what I gotta do. So yeah, it feels quite nice. The controls work. I'm lucky to have the controls work again the way they should be, but I'm gonna eventually start getting a grip or something to work with it. So that's cool. So we're gonna do something neat. We're gonna do this thing called PlayStation PS4 Link. And what that does, you can connect your PlayStation Vita device to a PlayStation 4, and you can do things like remote play on it. And remote play is very cool. It's like playing, what is it, PlayStation 4 on your PS Vita system. And I think also with the Vita you can use like PS4 controllers and such through Bluetooth or something. I need to look up and see how that's supposed to work. But it is pretty, but it is pretty also self-explanatory. So when we come back, guys, I'm going to turn on my PS4, and when I come back, we'll start doing some remote play on the PS4 using my PS Vita. So I'll come right back, and I'll come right back and see you in a moment. Alright, I'm back. So let's start a remote play. I've got my PS4 on. So what you do is go to PS4 Link, and you can select either second screen if you want to just have a second screen on your Vita device, or just remote play, which I'm gonna do. Well, second screen is when playing a game on the PS4, it supports the second screen feature. You can use this system as a second screen on your PS4 system, but I'm just gonna use remote play, so why not? So I can connect my game to a PS4. There it is. You can see my PS4 being run on remote play on my PS Vita. Now this is alone what I got it for as well. And we can access my PS4 system as well as the games I'm currently playing on it. I'm just going to show you all Star Wars Battlefront 2. Just one of the many games I'm playing online. It's like a time killer. There's a way just to kill off some time, and I still have like some multiplayer achievements multiplayer trophies I need to unlock. Mainly all the starship battles I need to do. I've done all the trophies for Heroes vs Villains, and all the standard trooper challenges. I just need to do the trophies for the starship battles, and they're like the super difficult ones, as well as the campaign. I've yet to go for the campaign because I want to watch the movies, the Star Wars movies again, so I can understand the Star Wars lore again, and the storyline of the Star Wars universe before I play this game again. Before I start playing the campaign. Yeah, I figured I'd go for my loot crate. I'll have a little sneaky peeky at the challenges. Yeah, I'm currently rank 50. I reached level 50 rank. Got the trophy for it. Strike the enemy down. 10 enemies in strike. Yeah, Starfire Assault, that's what I'm doing right now. Battle Scarred. Play 5 rounds of Extraction. That's it. Extraction is my favorite mode. Well, basically it's only just Rebels versus the Empire trying to take fight for the payload. Rebels are trying to steal it while the Empire is trying to stop them from taking it. Very simple stuff. I'm just going to do the arcade mode here. Now, one cool thing is when you're playing certain PS4 games, they'll have button layouts controls showing you how you can play the games on it. Like if I press the home button, see it, you can look at the button guide. So you can have a look at the button layouts if you're playing it, which is cool. Which is necessary for PlayStation for these types of games, because they require more buttons in order to be played. Yeah. Right, and I've chosen to play it as the dark side for a couple of reasons, because everyone likes the dark side and nobody likes the light side. So I'll just go Emperor Palpatine, my go-to man. Now you can use the reattach buttons, the reattach, to access the touch control, access the other L and R buttons. It's very neat. Hover in the air. Sorry, wrong one. But you can do those as well. Touch the button, touch it in the back. Where are the enemies too? Where are you? Come on, Rebels. Where are you? Oh, there they are. This one's oh, never mind. I only killed like the first couple of two there. But yeah, the analog stick feels very well responsive here. I alone tested it on here. Remote play after doing like some fixing with the right analog stick when I was fixing it, but it works really well. I'm absolutely happy to see all this all in working form. Right, let's do this. It's hard to film like this, so bear in mind. because if I were to play it like this, yeah, you get the best possible view, but I can't see it too well, folks, so bear in mind, keep that in mind. But still, it's quite neat. This little method here, this is my method of gaining some quick credits on arcade mode. Just set it to like a quick 10 enemies. It makes the matches just go by in just a single minute. So this is what I think. So what do I think of the PS Vita? It's a very good console. It has a substantial amount of games on here. Although the majority of them, some of the games available for the Vita are like ports that are available on the PS4. Some are available on the PS3 as well. Like there's some versions of games like was there some games I played? That share the same trophies as on the PS4 and the PS3. But there are like some games on here, like Oculus Trip, what is it? Kingdom Hearts 3 Love Max, where they have a PS Vita port, but they have a separate trophy list. And if you like look on psnprofiles.com, you can have a look at like what versions on the Vita have its own trophy list. So like if you're gonna have a PS Vita, yeah, keep that in mind. Some versions on the Vita aren't that great. Borderlands 2 I've heard like has an abysmal performance on the Vita. And I have a poor performance. I'm trying to keep myself up. I'm playing while talking, so give me a break. And I'm playing it on here. Oh, wrong ability. Let's blast him with a shotgun. Nice. And there's also to note with the Vita is yeah, people do have a problem with the analog stick, but you can fix them without disassembling the device. I was gonna ask them to see if they could do something about the right analog stick from the people I bought the device from, but in any case I got it working. So this is so my guarantee with this. But in any case, I still love the Vita, and it's also recommended. The Vita is a PlayStation TV as well, which is like a TV variation of the PS Vita, except the compatibility rate is lower compared to the standard PS Vita. There are like some games on the PS Vita that will not work on the PlayStation TV. Like all the augmented reality games, it's understandable, and games like that utilize motion controls, like Uncharted Golden Abyss, is understandable. Uncharted Square, and I think a game called Squares is also incompatible with the PS TV. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to play PlayStation Vita for. Excuse me. Got a bit of a cold coming. Just sneezed there. I hope I don't have a cold coming. But in any case, I do like the PS Vita. It is very underappreciated, but frankly, there's a bit of a frankly, there's these movements going on where people are like saying, yeah, please support the PS Vita. So I'm supporting a PS Vita because I got one now. And I also have the PlayStation TV, which is a very good alternative as well. There are some games also I would have wished were PlayStation TV compatible, like Hybrid Dimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 I wish was PlayStation TV compatible, because I have looked online at Hybrid Dimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 and 3 are PlayStation TV compatible, but the first one isn't for some reason. Because I wouldn't think Hybrid Dimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 has anything that would make it super difficult to make it like not run with the PS TV. Something like Unit 13 or a game called Resistance would have things that would be the reason why they didn't want to make it PlayStation TV compatible. And I'm hoping to when I decide to expand my library on the PS Vita, that I do get a controller grip. Might do an unboxing video on that. See what grips feel like. So I do want to show that off. But what else? I also do like that the PlayStation Vita does have a few exclusives, not as much as the PS4 and the PS3, but as long as there's like games that come out that have like that make me want to pick up some extra trophies, I think it's a pretty good console. For the fact that there's like some games on there you can pick that you can get some trophies with. But the one thing I do have to say that is a bit of a big dealer for the PS Vita, especially if you want to get one, is the memory cards. The memory cards are absolutely disgustingly expensive. Even the most smallest of memory cards, like a 4GB one or an 8GB one, isn't going to come very cheap. A 64GB one can cost like 68 quid. Yeah, that's way too much. Even a 32GB one costs like 40 quid, and I'm like, yeah, what are you gonna do with a 64GB one? Yeah, sure you'd be able to install like every single game on the PS Vita onto your system, but 64, but 70, something like 70 odd quid. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. And this was like very essential to start in the PS Vita app with the old models, but I'm glad I went with like the newer model because it has some like built-in memory, which means I can play it. But the memory is very limited, which means I'm only limiting myself to downloads. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Too much talking. But there's some good things about the PS Vita that does make it a step better than the PSP. I mean, you're seeing it right now. You can do remote play on the PS4 and play PS4 games on your Vita, and the controls scale for it, and the controls compensate for it. I really do like this feature, because like even if I'm like away from the TV, or like if you're like or if you like got like a housemate or like your family that's want to watch TV on your TV. This is a good way to continuously play your PS4 gaming without being bothered. And that's a good thing. Yeah, I could have thrown a grenade there, but I didn't feel like it. Just wanted to show the game, and that's all it basically is. You're not seeing awesome gameplay, you're just seeing game in action on a handheld screen. And that's basically what this PS Vita is. I do wish like they could have given what I wish Sony could have given like the system a full chance. Like I wish memory cards weren't very expensive. I think that's the reason why I think the PS Vita failed. Didn't do so well. It's the memory cards. Like if they were cheaper, like if they sold like some of the 32GB ones for like 20 odd quid, I think it would have done better. Or if they at least made what is it? The 64GB one at least only 40 quid. It would still be insanely expensive, but it wouldn't cost as much. But that's just my opinion. But overall, I really do like the PS Vita. It's a good game console for what it is. I mean, it expands on what the PSP could do, and it allows you to download PSP games, PS1 games, if you still like remembering all the PS1 classics. I'm hoping to expand my love for the PS1 as well. I mean, like, there's some insanely popular PS1 games that are still being played today, but only for the ones that at least do not have the re-release versions with trophy support. But this is incredibly well done stuff. So, what did I get this PlayStation Vita for? I got it for like 85 quid used. Again, with a very roughy analog stick, but again, but then again, I fixed it. I didn't have any issues with it after I rubbed it. After I spent a bit of time fixing it and seeing what was wrong with it, I fixed it. I didn't have any issues with it afterwards. Now I got into the system. Well, yeah, my brother Simon has had this. It was great. I played on it a fair amount of times. I really liked it. Yeah, that was when I think that was probably one of the reasons I kind of wanted a VR for myself. And a PS TV, again, like I said, got a good alternative. But if you really want the full PS Vita experience, play the PS Vita itself. Play the TV only if you've got like good spare analog controllers for your PS4, spare PS4 or PS3 control pad that will be compatible with the PlayStation TV. I'm assuming only the standard DualShock 4 controllers will work with the PlayStation TV, not any of the third-party ones, especially all the ones that are licensed by Sony. As I really would like to ask, what PlayStation 4 and what PlayStation 3 controllers, besides any of the DualShock ones, will work with the PlayStation TV? That'll be my question. Oh, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit a single person. Me being a total noob. Yeah, I'm still playing like a noob. But I'm still trying my hardest. This game here, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Grenade. Oh, wrong side. Stupid me. So yeah, I really do love the PlayStation Vita console. Hopefully soon I'll get a joypad grip for it. I'm looking into just getting a standard, what is it? There's a simple basic grip, a standard grip, controller grip for the system, so that you can just have the basic comfortability of a grip, but without utilizing the the buttons which touch the L2 and L3 buttons if you're doing like remote play on it, because I think those are just insanely expensive, and I don't think a lot of it supports, and I don't think a lot of the PS4 games have a support for that kind of thing. But again, it just depends on what kind of game you're playing. So now each game on the PS4 responds differently onto the remote play. Because from what I've tested as well, I tested Tales of Hysteria on this. You tend to have like buttons that tend to do different actions. Like I'll show you now. I'll show melee off. That's doing R3 on here. But on the back, but on Tales of Hysteria, something like this would be R3. Touching the back would be R3. Would be something like R3, or this, or just the upper part of the touchpad on the right side would be the R2. Right, let's activate that. Let's kill some rebels then, shall we? Or throw a grenade at my guy by total accident, like a complete donut. This is basically what I do every time I boot up Battlefront 2, the 2017 game. So, yeah, I really do like the PS Vita. Like I said multiple times. Wish it were a better handheld. Wish Sony could have given it more support. And it's a shame that the PSP Vita device. It's a shame that the PS Vita device is gonna eventually discontinue in 2019, or stop its production in 2019, from what I've read up. I did download the recent updates from both my PS Vita and my PS TV. And like I said, I'm going to buy a memory card for my PS Vita and a much bigger memory card for my PS TV. I'm using a 16GB one at the moment. I'm going to eventually start saving my money up for those. But I can officially say, guys, I've gotten the tools needed to start gathering the trophies. And I've got the tools for the PS Vita. It's all set up. All I just need to do is get the memory card, start downloading all the what is it? The tools I'm going to need. Start all my review work on it, and start writing all my blogs and stuff about it. So I really like the PS Vita, guys. It's a very good game console. If you like playing all the old-fashioned PS1 games, PSP games, and if you enjoy if you still enjoy playing, I'm just going to put some light on the subject. if you enjoy playing what is it? If you enjoy playing PS4 games and want to take your PS4 gaming on a handheld, it's a good alternative. But from what I can tell, you need to make sure that you're in close signal. You need to make sure that you're in signal to your PlayStation 4 device. Otherwise it's going to disconnect. But other than that, brilliant device. Like it. So that's all conclude my my unboxing and gameplay of the PS Vita system. Great platform. Truly recommend it if you're hardcore PlayStation gamer like I am. If you still love your PS, and if you still like PlayStation 4 stuff, and all your PSP stuff. If you're digital, if you enjoy digital PS1 and PSP rather, then I highly recommend it. The games are great. Not much exclusives, but still, if you get this cheap, and if you're lucky to get them like missing memory cards cheap, highly recommend it. Just make sure you get one with a functionable, where all the buttons are functional, and you make sure you fix up the analog sticks before you play it, and make sure you fix the database on it. Make sure everything's all up to scrap. And then you've got a fully functionable and playable system. So that's all I'm going to basically say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to check the battery on it. Yeah, I'm going to basically have a little bit of fun, some extra fun now on the Vita, just to give myself a bit of, just to get myself more attention to the Vita. And I hope to see you all guys in the next video. So let you know your thoughts about the PlayStation Vita and what you think about it, and what games you recommend I should try to check out. So until next time, guys, this is AKWBlaze91 signing off now. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.